Hello children, after you have completed the SPaG Math 1, you can have a look at this video and check your answers. Although I'm pretty sure you would have got them all correct. It's always good to check. Now question A says write a statement about the picture. Write a statement about the picture. So when we have questions like this, the important information is always in bold. So what is in bold? Which word, children? Statement, that's right. Now we have to think, what is a statement? And we know that a statement is a type of a sentence which states a fact and it ends with what punctuation? A full stop. Very good. So I need to look at the picture and I need to think about a fact, about something about a picture. So I can say, there is an astronaut standing on the surface of the moon. There is an astronaut standing on the surface of the moon. And that is a statement because it is a fact about this picture. And I have remembered capital letter and a full stop. Now let's have a look at question B. It says, look carefully at these homophones. Match the picture to the correct spelling. Now children, we talked about homophones a few weeks back. Do any of you remember what sort of words are homophones? If you said that homophones are words which sound different, correction. Homophones are words which sound the same, but they are spelled differently. So if I say see and see, they both sound exactly the same. So how do I know which C do I mean? Let's have a look. C with S-E-A is the C that we go for a walk by. So when we go on a beach, we go for a walk by the sea with S-E-A. Now, the C with S-E-E, double E, is the see, the looking that we do with our eyes. So we see with our eyes. So we have see, where we go for a walk by the sea, and see, things that we see with our eyes. And they're both homophones because they are written differently, but they are we pronounce them the same. Okay, question C. Tick either past or present tense for this sentence. I am looking at you. So we know that when we are talking about the past or the present tense, we need to look at the verb in the sentence. The main verb in this sentence is looking. I am looking. So I have to ask myself now, is that something that has already happened? I am looking yesterday? Or is it something that is happening now? I am looking at you now. That's right, it's I'm looking at you now, so it is a present tense. Because I'm looking at you yesterday would certainly not even make sense. So I know that this sentence is in a present tense because this action is happening now, in the present. Question D. Write a new word by adding the suffix ed to the root word. So let's have a go, children. We know that suffixes are attached to which part of the word? That's right, the end. So I would add the suffix ed to the end of the word cry. Children, does that look right? No, it doesn't, does it? There is a little tip. Remember, you may have to make a change. So what sort of change do I have to make when we add the suffix ed, or many other suffixes for that matter, to any word which ends with the Y, with Y? What do we have to do to the letter Y before we add the suffix, children? That's right, we have to change it to I. We have to change the Y to I before we add the suffix. Now that looks much better, doesn't it, children? Question E. Add a comma to the sentence. There are pink, green, and blue candles. Pink, green, and blue candles. Now we have a list here, don't we, children? Can you see? There is a list of 3 items: pink, green, and blue. So we all know that we need to put a comma between the first and the second item in the list. But how about putting a comma between the last 2 items in the list? Should we put a comma there? No, definitely not. You're right. There should be just the word "and" between the last 2 items in the list. And the last question says, oops, Mr. Whoops has spelled these common exception words backwards. Write them correctly 4 times each to help him. I'm going to make sure that I do write them 4 times. He's given me a little tip. They are all written backwards. So the first word is any. The second word is pour. And the third word, children, is fast. That's right. I'm going to make sure I write all of those words 4 times, not just once, because they are important words and we must know how to spell them in our independent writing. So all of these are the answers to SPaG Math 1. Did you get them all right? Well done.